What is up, everyone? WaterandGrass here, and welcome to this very, very special Team Sinnoh Podcast type thing in which we're going to be reviewing Pokemon TCG sets and find out where they screwed up and what they actually did pretty decently. I'm joined by KidsPTC. Say hello.
What's up, guys?
HappyGengar.
What's up, guys?
Pokemon Evolutionaries, or True Professor K, however you want to call them.
Hello, Pokemon fans.
And the one and only TeamBoosterBreak. So, these sets... Oh, you can say hi, TeamBoosterBreak.
I was going to say.
Say hi.
Hello, everyone.
All right, so these sets we're actually going to be reviewing this time around are black and white based. We're going to start relatively fresh because, that's what's fresh in our minds right now. Trust me, we have a lot of, anger towards a lot of these sets, but there's also some good things about them. So we're going to start off with black and white and base set and emerging powers for this particular video. So without further ado, let's get right into it. What do you guys think about black and white base set?
The duplicates. The duplicates. I can't handle it.
Yeah. There are way too many duplicates in there.
And the artwork doesn't justify it either. Like Gengar was saying, it just doesn't justify them having... I mean, if they made one artwork bad and one artwork good, it would be okay, but, really, there's only a few that even have a good artwork in this set. So it's really, disappointing.
Yeah, it's not like Unova was short on Pokemon. There are plenty of other Pokemon they could have incorporated into black and white base set, but instead you got 2 of each starter. You got, what else? We had 2 Darumaka for 1 Darmanitan. It's just...
You get
2 Alomomola. We need more than 1 freaking Alomomola per set. And the worst thing about it is one of them is a rare. Come on.
Oh
right.
My gosh.
2 Timbers, 1 Girder, no Conqueror.
Yeah.
So
it's truly amazing how they even thought that was a good idea. No one reviewed the set. We got all this Pokemon. All right, cool. Let's print it out. Oh my gosh, we forgot Conkeldurr. What are we gonna do?
You don't even see Conkeldurr until Noble Victories, 2 sets away. It's not even like it's in the next set. It's still 2 sets away from black and white. So
just pure, disappointment.
That's definitely something that stands out. Something that stands out for me is some of the artwork of these damn cards.
A lot of it looks like they were drawn by kids.
Yeah, not Randy, but
fan submissions.
I can deal with the rare Alomomola, but I can't deal with the uncommon Alomomola or Alomomola, however you pronounce that motherfucker's name. But
the rare one doesn't look terrible, but the uncommon or common, whatever the hell it was, it looks like a blob.
Uncommon, yeah.
I mean, is it jumping out of the water? Is it outside of the water in that picture, or is it inside the water? I can't tell. I just don't know. Because you see the shore.
It looks like it looks like they photoshopped
it. I don't get it.
It looks like it's flying.
Right.
That's the fish from
It's
Mario.
like they had a picture of a beach, and then they put that on top of it, basically.
Yeah, it's this is a nice scenery of a beach.
Yeah.
Let's put a giant pink blob in the middle of it.
Oh, Jesse
it looks more orange than pink, though. So
yeah, true. It does look more orange. And Jesse pointed out that some of the birds in the set are Nazis, like Ducklet.
Yeah, they're not too Jew friendly. Check out the Ducklet from black and white base.
Ducklet right there.
And then Unpheasant, like the king. You know what I mean?
He's got that little head dress on.
Why did they make that the male form? I know this is not going just exclusive to the TCG, but why does the male form have the pink mask on and then the female form is just brown? I don't get that.
I don't even know what the mask is supposed to be. I think the mask would look better. The Pokemon design itself, I think the mask would look better without the tentacles, whatever the hell's falling from his eyeballs.
Well,
here's looks like Malamar.
Here's my theory on that. In the real world, peacocks, the males are the ones that have the colorful feathers, so they're usually the more colorful one. Maybe that's why they did that.
Maybe
that makes sense. That gives it.
But they're supposed to be pigeons, not peacocks.
Yeah, well, still.
Peacock Pokemon.
Oh, I'm sorry. It says it's the proud Pokemon, so maybe
peacocks are proud.
Maybe that's why it's doing the salute there. But
very good.
Yeah, as somebody who's half Jewish, I should have never bought this set. Looking back at it.
Well, yeah.
Another tidbit of information that some collectors or players might not know, maybe they came in a little bit late, but black and white itself was actually reprinted twice so they can include the PTCGO cards. That's when the PTCGO first got its going inside black and white. The first actual print of black and white base did not have the code cards in it, and a lot of people just do not know that, but they did reprint it and add the codes inside the set, which I believe ruined as a collector at that standpoint, ruined the chances of getting a card, because if you didn't know that the Zekrom had a grayish background in the full art, and then it also had a solid black shiny background in the full art. So
Right.
that kind of
Yes,
messed
there's
me
like
up.
two different versions to collect.
Exactly. Now I wanted both, and I guess there's somebody saying, I've read it a bunch of times, that the Pikachu, you know how it has that little electric symbol, like all the secret rares have that symbol on the card.
Yeah.
Well, there's some
Yep.
that don't have that symbol, and I've actually never
Right.
seen one. But
I actually think one of mine doesn't have the symbol. Let me check real quick.
Yeah, I have one with it and one without. And I basically saw it in somebody's trade binder. I thought it was fake at first, and I traded for it anyway, and I did a little research, and it's not fake. But yeah, you are correct on that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm looking at it right now. One of them has a symbol, and one of them doesn't. So
In fact, well, the one on Poke Beach is the scan of the one without the symbol.
which one came
So,
out first? The one without the symbol. I'm
The
assuming.
one without the symbol, yeah.
yeah. They
Well,
included that.
what's interesting about that is if you blow it up, the symbol doesn't look like it's there, but it actually is on Pokémon.
Is it?
Yeah, when it's the small image, it is there. You can see the little outline of the lightning bolt, but
Oh,
when you zoom it
yeah.
in, you don't see it.
Oh, yeah. I see it now, yeah. Okay. Maybe I got that backwards then. I thought it
And
was
actually,
the
I
other
think
way
they're
around.
two different cards, because if you look, when it's a small version, Pikachu's tail at like the very point on the left side of it has the glare like of the hollow. But when you blow it up, the hollow is like towards the end of his tail, going towards
Yeah.
like the middle to the end.
It is.
Yeah, it
It's two
might-
different cards.
Oh, there you go. They wanted to kill two birds with one stone. And come to think of it,
Yep.
it's the same thing with the Zekrom and the Reshiram.
Mm-hmm.
The small cards are...
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I did not notice that. Yeah. The gray one is the blown up one, and the black one is the small image. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep.
Like with the Reshiram, I've never even noticed the difference. I've seen both copies in person, but I've never noticed the difference. But you can
There's a
clearly
bit more
see
of like
it.
a tint. Yeah, there's like a bit more of like a tint to it on the
Yeah.
updated one.
All right, we talked
But,
about a lot of the bad. Let's get into some of the good with black and white base. Like some of the
Juniper.
Juniper. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we say Juniper,
I mean-
but it is a reprint of other trainers in the past. I want to talk about Pokemon Communication, one of the best cards that we'll never see again. I think that was like the most strongest card possible. You get a
That was a
freaking
reprint from Heart Gold Soul Silver too. So
Yeah.
this whole set was freaking reprints.
Pretty much reprint. I mean, you got Switch, you got Scoop Up, you
Yeah.
got Energy Switch, Energy
Plus
Search.
Power.
Why do they keep
Plus
using
power, yeah.
Pokeball? Like, why do they keep bringing that card?
I don't know.
Like, have
'cause it's in the
anybody
game.
ever used it in their deck though? Come on, like competitively, like I'm
No.
gonna choose Pokeball over all the other balls they have in the game. Like, it's crazy.
I mean,
And the funny thing is, it's an uncommon, just like Ultra Ball.
yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
So.
See, it's just amazing.
Ridiculous.
All right, what
But
about
clearly Pokeball is better than Ultra Ball. So
Yeah, for sure.
Embor.
Yeah, Embor, Inferno,
yeah, Ember, Inferno
Fandango.
Fandango.
One of
That,
Don't forget
Kling
about
Klang.
Zep Striker. Kling Klang. Yep.
Kling Klang. That shift gear Kling Klang was a
Oh,
big
yes.
game changer.
yeah, it was
Back
you're
in the
right.
day, yeah, with the Plasma Clang. Yep.
Do the Wave Cinchino. This
Yep.
base.
I personally like the Cinchino from Next Destiny that had that one flip a coin, don't take
Well,
damage.
with Smooth Coat.
Yeah, I like that one better, but this one was actually pretty good too.
The
I always think Foul Play Zoroark was great.
Yes, I still
Right.
do. I mean, because you didn't. It's not like Mew where you have to have the exact energy, to use the attack. You can do it with just two double. I mean, you can drop a double colorless on them, and you can do the attack and basically do an X ball or any other type of attack that you wanted to. So it's pretty playable.
Yeah, that's why I'm excited about the Gengar coming out. 'Cause it's doing the same exact thing, basically just with one more energy.
Yep.
Zeb Striker with its Electra Spark, I guess is what you call it.
Where was the
Oh, yes, that is pretty
there's-
good.
Or no, excuse me, wrong one.
No,
the,
are you talking about the item lock Zeb Striker?
Yeah, that's in the next set. That's in Emerging Powers. Yep,
yeah,
my
I
bad.
think it's in one of the other sets. Someone was saying Reuniclus was definitely one hell of a card back then. So.
Yeah,
Swap.
yeah.
At the start,
I mentioned
the
the
damage
start of Black and White definitely was.
Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
stage 2 is, always a pain in the ass to get out, but, it was pretty good. The Boufflant, the second Boufflant with Revenge, that card wasn't bad either, so.
Well, let's talk about cards like Krookodile. Let's not even talk about the card. Let's talk about the Pokemon itself. When they make these cards, these Pokemon into cards, they really just make them so shitty. Like, I mean, 3 retreat costs, 4 energy costs to attack. Like, no one wants to use him. Like, stop doing that to Pokemon.
Well, speaking of shitty, have we seen the Scrafty cards?
Oh, yes.
Heyo.
He definitely is.
He looks like he's pulling down his pants and ready to take a dump on that shore, that beach of the... I don't know what the hell's going on in there. But it's not
he's even squinting, like he's straining a little.
Yeah.
that facial expression, he's definitely pushing.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
So we can all agree that black and white as a starting point, the black and white base as a starting point for the black and white or the Unova region and TCG form was pretty sad, right? We can all agree on that, especially
definitely
adding energies. I understand that they do that in like the new base sets and stuff, like they add energies, but we're tired of that. Just, you made elite trainer boxes, that's fine. Stop bringing us energies, man. Don't put energies inside ORAS base. You know what I mean? Don't do that.
I personally didn't mind the energies from black and white base because I like the designs on the back of them, but
they should have made them hollow though, or reverses like Call of Legends did.
Right, if you
like,
can get a reverse
those would have been
energy.
such a pain in the ass to pull though. Remember how much of a pain in the ass it was for...
Well, the only way you could get the reverse energies were the league promos, really.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Or back in the day when they had those Diamond and Pearl Power Pack boxes, like I still have a bunch of them sealed. I haven't even opened them yet, so...
Oh, we forgot to touch on one major thing, guys. We forgot to touch on like the most major thing.
I think I know what you're talking about.
The fucking monkeys, man. The monkeys.
Like monkeys.
I ripped one in X and Y because I'm so tired of seeing them. Like I've opened some packs of X and Y. I got semi whatever, Semi-Pour, the water one.
Semi-bitch.
I pulled her like I think 8 times. And I just ripped like 3 of them. Like I just was so tired of seeing this card. It's been around in almost every black and white set.
They're not worth the 10 cents you could get for them for bulk. They're just not worth. I'd rather burn them.
I agree. It's horrible.
It's like every other set. Every other set, there's a monkey.
Well, they were fucking black and white started. They were in every set.
Yep, every set.
It didn't stop. It's like, oh, we'll get a break from the, semi-sage, semi-pour, whatever. You know what's sad? I didn't mind the monkeys when they first revealed them. I thought they were kind of cool.
I thought it was a good idea to make a trio like that. That was cool to me.
Yeah. And then they kept coming out in every set. So it's not so much the ones in black and white base set that I hate, but the thousands of them afterwards that were in every fucking set as rares from black and white base set on. Oh my god.
You cannot tell me anybody in this chat right now has pulled a semi-seer, semi-pour, or semi-sage and was excited about it. Not one person in the chat could say they were. They flipped the card over on the desk and they're like, you know what, let's get to the next pack because I don't want to elaborate on how much I hate this card. It's just,
maybe I'll pull a Zekrom. Oh, it's a fucking semi-pour.
It's a monkey.
What were the rares in the set? Besides the starters, we had Alamomola, Zebstrika.
The monkeys.
The monkeys were rares in the set?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep, they were all rares.
Sawsbuck, Lilligant was a rare.
No, the rares were inside of Emergent Powers. The monkeys, the black and
white.
They
were rare in black and white too.
No,
they were uncommon. Yeah. Okay.
Sawsbuck was
one of the
rare.
Boufflants, the Stoutland.
Was there a Maractus rare?
Oh,
yeah, Maractus was a rare.
What was I think?
Mandibuzz.
Let me see.
Manatan. Swanna. Alamomola.
Scrafty's a rare.
The dumping
that shitting Scrafty was a rare.
Yeah.
Yes, Liepard as well.
My lord.
Both Throw and Sock are rares.
Forgot how much I hated this set.
So
Unpheasant.
We talk about how bad this set was, and you would think, they would get the picture how bad their first set was. And, we're gonna do something better for the next set, Emerging Powers. Correct? That's what we all had in mind.
Yeah.
They thought they did,
but they just seriously slapped us with the same cards that were inside black and white base. Like, oh my gosh! Like, what is it? We have the monkeys again. They're back for another freaking shine.
Are we on Emerging Powers now?
But we're on
transitioning. Yeah, we're gonna transition it.
Yes.
We got Darumaka and Darmanitan is back, right?
Yep.
Who else?
Hey, but the monkeys upgraded. They're rares now.
Oh,
yeah, isn't that exciting?
I'm sure Team Booster Break was excited about that as best part of freaking Emerging Powers.
There's two Levannies. There's 2 different Levannies. Both rare.
Yeah, they kept up with the doubles.
Oh,
Sawsbuck and Deerling make another appearance. Like, why not make one? I know you want to how do I put it? Feature all 4 different seasons for Deerling and Sawsbuck. But here's an idea, like you started doing in Legendary Treasures. why don't you make multiple Pokemon in one card? You could put all the seasons of Deerling in one card, and that'd be a sick-ass card. People would be excited about that one.
Yeah.
Instead, they see Deerling after Deerling after Deerling in every set. It's just like, okay, you get tired of it.
Or before starting with Vivillon and X and Y, make the seasons different rares. You got 2 different hollow foils, right? Of Vivillon is like the pink pattern wings, and then they have the other one. That would have been cool. Like, I don't understand why I didn't think of that before. Who else?
But then I'm worried that, like, if they do that, it'll kind of be like we're changing the physics of time by having different seasoned deer hanging out with each other.
Nah, they're just
kind of blows my mind.
Well, wasn't there an episode? I think there was an episode in the anime where all the seasons of Sawsbuck were together anyway. So
there
Right.
was.
Mhm.
There
Yeah,
was.
there was.
so it's kind of irrelevant. It just
I do
they're
like
just idiots.
the Beartick artwork in the set. I like the way Beartick stands out inside of Emerging Powers. He looks like he's king of the polar bears and whatnot. I got that little, goatee of snot. I don't know if that's like the snot that came off of
the hollow one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say the first one.
The hollow
Yeah,
one.
okay.
I like that artwork. He looks badass. And then the second one, he doesn't look too bad.
Right.
He's doing his little polar
Alright.
bear stance.
He does kind of look a bit like a sex slave, though. Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Well, I mean, at least Black and White had a secret rare though.
Yeah.
Ah, very true. Oh, well, we did have a secret rare. You're forgetting. Pokemon Catcher.
Technically,
Pokemon Catcher was a
Oh,
secret
yeah.
rare.
2 per box.
2 per box, maybe 1 if you're lucky.
I mean,
was
if you pulled a freaking reverse Pokemon Catcher, that was like $30,
Oh,
dude.
man.
That was $30 for
yes.
you right there, easy. So
Easy.
that was a secret rare, and it's sad that it was
I
an
was making
uncommon, rarer
bank
than
off
full arts.
Yeah,
Well, speaking of reverse, this is actually the first set where they released
right.
the new reverse pattern. So
I truly am a fan of all of
Ruined
them.
it.
I love them.
I do too.
You don't like them?
I wish you could see
Angelo?
Dark more, but
Hate them.
You hate them? I think it's so
I feel
badass.
that the best reverses ever. All right, well, obviously EX series, but besides the series,
Yeah.
legendary collection.
just oh my god,
Oh my-
obviously, I wasn't even counting that.
Those are like
I'm talking like
firecrackers and beautiful.
yeah, like just Diamond and Pearl and Soul Silver or Heart Gold Soul Silver. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
that just the normal plain shine looks way better
Well,
than what they do
yeah,
now.
the E series was probably my favorite of all.
Oh, of course.
Just
The only thing with the E series is, E series. I thought you meant EX. I'm sorry.
no,
Well, they're
E
both
series,
gorgeous.
like the e-reader. Yeah,
Yeah, those were really nice.
I
Like
like.
the reverse
Go ahead.
hollows on those. Oh my lord.
Yeah, I like
Right,
the reverse hollows that had the gold text like for their name. I think there was like
Yeah.
Team Rocket
Yeah.
Returns and then those were. I thought that was
Yeah,
an
yeah.
excellent idea for them to do that with the.
Right.
They changed the game a
You
little
know-
bit with that.
Fire Red Leaf Green though, I like them as well.
Yeah, those were pretty cool reverses with the symbols on them. Yeah, those were pretty cool.
Yep.
Well, the thing I like about them was go ahead.
Oh yeah, after you.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say the thing I like about them, like the EX series, is like not only is it the actual picture that's hollow, but everyone had like it's not just your galaxy print or anything like that. They
Right.
each have their own kind of
Pattern.
like some of them are Pokeballs or energy symbols.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a set stamp in the middle of the picture.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
that was cool. The only thing I hated about the EX series, but this is true for any hollow back then, is that they bent. If you kept them out of a
Oh,
sleeve,
yes.
within a
Or
week, they
the
were
son of-
like curving into each other. So
Even in
Yeah.
binders, sometimes like they were
Yeah.
bad. And I mean, as for me, when those sets were out, I didn't really collect back then. But like for when the hollows and base set or all the way into the gym challenge and Neos, I would just put them in my binder, and after a while they would bend. I didn't do top loaders and stuff like that. And I encourage everybody now, if you're a new collector or an old collector, you use top
hell
loaders,
yeah.
man. Like you want that card to preserve its form. You don't want it to be bent out of shape in a literal fashion. Like it's
but they did seem to fix that issue, to be honest. So
all right. Let's talk about some of the ugly artworks in this set. Like I am not a fan of Emergent Powers Scolipede. I freaking hate the way it looks. And
Mhm.
oh yeah, that looks
it's
terrible.
like watercolor or something. Like it just smeared all over the
Yeah.
place. I don't like it.
It's kind of the same thing with the Gothita, but I guess it kind of works for the Gothita because it's Gothita. But
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
right.
I really don't like the 3 sword of justice guys.
yeah, I hate
Yeah.
those. I hate.
Oh my gosh, those are, God, especially Virizion. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Kabalion?
Tarakian's not bad. I mean, it
No.
kind of resembles the secret rare that they brought later on. but
Yeah.
different
Right,
color.
right.
That's what it kind of reminds me of. But it doesn't.
Can we talk about that Purloin card?
Which one? Oh my god, dude! Like, let's talk
Whoa.
about the Purloin card. It's just
I
out
pulled
there.
so many of those too. Oh my gosh.
And it's worse off. They gave it an attack with knockoff. They gave it knockoff with that pose. Like, what do you?
Oh my gosh! Stop it! Like, you're so right though.
They're secret puns.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
All right, so
It's terrible.
besides the Swords of Justice and what else? The Thunderous and Tornadus.
The genies. But yeah.
I think everything else is the same as Black and White. I mean, Pharaoh Seed and Ferrothorn, that's new.
Braviary and Rufflet were new.
That's new.
If you want to count a
Excadrill.
different form of, Excadrill. No, Excadrill was in the Black and White base too, wasn't it?
No.
Ferrothorn.
Okay, now I'm thinking. All right.
Well, the Swadloon, Sawada, Swadloon, and Levani are all new.
So no.
Was Drillbur and
Ferrothorn.
Excadrill in there?
Yeah, they were not in Black and White base. They were new to the
yeah.
set. So basically,
Unfezant. Well,
Yeah.
Sigilyph's new to this set, so.
so
Right.
their fires, their little four fire cards, which is Panseer, Simisear, Darumaka, and Darumanitan, those are from Black and White base. They did not do anything new in the
Right.
fire section of this set, which is truly sad.
Well, we kind of have to blame Game Freak for that one, because if you remember Unova, there weren't too many fire Pokemon. Period.
You're right.
Nope.
Reshiram, Emboar's
That's true.
I can't
line,
even think of any, to be honest.
Reshiram, Emboar's
Yeah,
line, Darmanitan, and Simisear's line. I think that's it. You're
I
right.
think that's it.
Yeah, you had to try and catch. When you got Black 2 and White 2, you had to look for fire Pokemon from old generations. It was kind of like Gen 4. Gen 4, there weren't a lot of fire types either. I mean, there were newer fire types.
Well,
I know Magmortar came along, but that was kind of like an extension of Magmar. Like the only ones I remember are Chimchar, Infernape, and Monferno as exclusive to the Sinnoh region. You know what I mean?
Well, I think they should have did that with every new generation. They should have added one previous line and added one more evolution to it. I think that they should have kept that going. Like, they should have gave, I don't know, think of a Pokemon that could use an extra evolution in the line, like from previous regions.
Seeking,
that would have been cool. Dugong, maybe. Cloyster.
Yeah,
imagine a Cloyster evolution. I mean, Cloyster's pretty boss now, but like, can you imagine?
Quillfish,
There we go. Like, what happened? I mean,
forgotten balloon spiky shit.
Well, I mean, they're kind of fixing all that with Megas now.
Yeah, true.
Even though it's not a permanent evolution, they're giving like all these Pokemon that previously couldn't evolve evolutions. So.
I still think that they should elaborate more on new evolutions, period, for old Pokemon, including continue on with Mega Evolutions.
Right.
now that we've mentioned the monkeys being a repetitive theme in Black and White, so were the damn genies. I mean, right after they made a full art Landorus for a promo, then they came out inside with a full art Tornadus inside of Dark Explorers, and they brought Tornadus and Thunderous in for a full art and Plasma Freeze, and then Landorus and Boundaries Cross. Like, they are so, and then they're in Legendary Treasures and Furious Fists.
There was a Forces of Nature collection box.
Yeah, like they're like everywhere. It's like just like the monkeys. They're no better than the monkeys, but they're hollow. That's the only thing better than monkeys.
I take the genies over the monkeys.
Right, I would too. And I'm glad you mentioned
especially
the
their Therian
Thunderous
forms.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned the Thunderous full art, because that should have been the set. That shouldn't have been a promo, because that would have made it at least 3 ultra rares.
The Landorus. Yes, I agree.
Or Landorus. Yeah, did I say Thunderous? Yeah, Landorus.
Yeah.
So-
I agree completely.
Same with the what was the box Team Plasma box came with the full art
Giratina and Darkrai full art.
I know they were already cards that had those full arts, but those should have been on a set too. I think it's not bad to do multiple. If Tornadus can get 2 EXs and full arts,
then I think
everybody
Darkrai
should.
and Giratina.
Yeah.
Come on, especially Darkrai and Giratina. Come on.
I think Tornadus had the most EX full arts. I don't think anybody else had more EX full arts than Tornadus. No, Kieran.
No.
Kieran had a bunch.
He had friggin' 3.
Kieran had a bunch of because he was in the pre-release too. Tornadus. But
Oh my god.
We had pre-release Tornadus EX. We had Tornadus EX from Dark Explorers. Tornadus EX from Plasma Freeze.
So, yeah,
The full art from Plasma Freeze. So that's 4 right there. EX cards alone of Tornadus.
And then
wow.
I think who else? I just said it. I can't think of the name now. Oh, Kieran. He had a bunch. If you include his variations, the forms like Black and White, but he had Kyurem EX full art. They had Kyurem EX in Plasma Blast. That was not a reprint. It was a new Kyurem EX. Which
Right.
Yeah.
I don't even know why they did that. It angers me talking about it. Like, what? Where in Plasma Blast did Kyurem fit in? Like, the best Kyurem out is still the freaking Hollow from Plasma Freeze. Like, I don't even understand why they would make another Kyurem. Stupid on them.
They're trying to go along with like the theme of Unova not being frozen anymore, because that's what like Blast was.
Yes, you're right.
So I mean, that's what they were trying to go with that. And besides, they had it in a Japanese deck. That's where it came from, the Japanese Blastoise Kyurem deck. So they kind of just had to throw them in there. They basically just gave it to us. They didn't have to really give it to us. You're gonna see Dialga EX and AG/EX in our Phantom Forces more than likely.
They better bring that full art, and I'm not buying a deck for it either. I will be damned if I have to buy 3 decks with all the same card to try to get one full art metal card. Like, I don't understand that. Smart on them. I mean, people are gonna have a whole bunch of extras, but
yeah, they're making money. What do they give a shit?
Yeah. All right, let's get back into Emergent Powers. New trainer, Crushing Hammer. What do you guys think about that? I thought it was a good addition. I think Crushing Hammer was pretty cool. Flip a coin, discard an energy to an opponent's Pokemon. I thought that was useful. I don't like the flipping coin thing, especially since it didn't work.
Yeah, but you know what? If you don't flip a coin on that card, it's broken as hell.
Yeah, so. True. Well, I mean, that's how it was for Enhanced Hammer, and after DCE and Rainbows.
Yeah, but that was only special energies. But this is like any energies. Yeah. It can be basic, special. So.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
How about Jesse's favorite supporter card, Sharon?
Oh yeah, definitely.
No. Well, we do have Bianca in here too, so that was a good addition.
I mean, I like roller skates better than I do Sharon. I mean, you can flip a coin if you don't get the heads. That's not bad. I mean, you didn't waste the supporter that turn though. You know what I mean? Like, you flip the coin, you try to get heads and get it, but you don't waste your supporter turn. I mean, he's like one of the supporters I would never use.
The thing is, he's not a terrible supporter. It's just so underwhelming compared to everything else that we have. So, like, drawing 3 cards at any point in the game is not a bad thing to do. But you know, when you have like Chorus and Bianca, and Juniper, Skyla, Karina, things you want to.
Chances are you're gonna use Sharon at your last couple of cards. Bicycle is better to use than him. You know, you use Sharon on your last 2 cards, you get 3. So I mean,
with the popularity of Lucario EX and whatever that new attack he has, where you like draw the 6 card in your hand. That's like
Corkscrew
that reminds.
Smash.
What was that? Yeah, Corkscrew
Smash.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
Wasn't that didn't Magnezone Prime from like Triumphant have kind of like the same? Was it Magnetic Pole? His ability, we could drop till you have 6 cards in your hand.
Yeah, I think that was it. It went pretty far inside Worlds.
Oh yeah, Mega Magnezone was
the same thing with Delphox.
Yeah, but Delphox. Yeah, but it's only a stage. It's a thing. It's a stage
2.
A stage 2.
I can't wait till we get to that set, because let me tell you, I'm gonna have a field day talking about why they were not included in the set and only 10 promos. That shit, oh my gosh, that angers me like no other. How are they gonna make 10?
Oh, guys, just a little. I've been seeing pictures on Twitter and shit. Walmart, of course, has seemed like they released the Kalos Power Trio. Not the Kalos, the Power Trio.
Oh, the Kanto ones.
The Kanto.
Yeah. So definitely go check those out. I'm probably going to head over there tonight.
We're going to see some late nights from Jesse tonight. Let me tell you that much.
Yeah.
All right, so...
of course, we got Max Potion here, too. Max Potion is a game-changing card. I mean, it really came into play, especially with being able to move energy around with, like, you got a Kling Clang, and now you have a Aromatisse. Max Potion's just a big playing card.
And they got reprinted in, Boundaries Cross?
It's a secret rare.
Right. So, I mean... It's around right now in the current format. It's a really good card. We had Pokemon Catcher, but which at the time just completely blew everyone away.
That was like the most irritating card. If you seen that card on the field, you wanted to scoop. You didn't want to finish the match because you literally busted ass the whole entire game. They Pokemon Catched you, and you were like, this is before the flip turn too. This is before you had to flip for it. This is just when you can play it and you made the decision of what you wanted to attack and how you wanted to rearrange your opponents.
Yeah, it was insane.
It was just crazy. It was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. That's why they put the rat on it, and they actually for whoever doesn't make the correlation out there, they actually reprinted Pokemon Catcher in Flashfire in Lysander. So the thing is, you could use as many Pokemon catchers as you wanted per turn because it's just an item card, but you can only use one Lysander per turn, and then also there goes your supporter, so no more drawing, no more searching. So that's how broken Pokemon Catcher by itself was, that they had to put it in a supporter, which, it's still good, but it's very situational.
I mean, let's talk about as far as these trainers that go, especially we're going to talk about Pokemon Catcher the most. Like, Pokemon Catcher is one of the trainers that actually deserved a secret rare in later sets.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, in the next set, like we're going to talk about in probably next week, is Noble Victories. They had Rocky Helmet. Now, Rocky Helmet is playable, but and then they came out with the A-Spec. What was the A-Spec like Rocky Helmet? It was like
Rock Guard.
Rock Guard.
That should have been what Rocky Helmet was all about and deserved the secret rare. Not 3 damage. I mean, 6 damage is way more worthy of a...
Well, Rocky Helmet really wasn't a terrible card. It did scare a lot of people.
Right.
Not touching you. So.
Yeah. Especially at the
And, I mean,
end of the
again,
game.
you get into the broke stuff again. Like if you had Crushing Hammer without the coin flip again.
Yeah,
I mean, that's...
true story.
If it's just an item that you can have in a deck instead of 1, then that's a little too extreme.
Yeah, I mean, let's say you pair that up with like Hypnotoxic Laser and Burbank
and in a
City,
Burbank.
and you attack them. You don't want to attack them because you're taking 90 damage just to attack someone.
Can you? Why do they still make Recycle? I don't I just don't get it. Recycle, just die. Do not come inside the TCG no more. Same with Pokedex.
You don't even get to put the card in your hand. It goes to the top of your deck. It's just like
same with freaking.
But
Pokedex.
they gotta have filler. I mean, come on now.
Yeah, they have to have filler,
Pokeball.
but like, come on, dude. Like, if you could put the card into your hand, Recycle would be in every one of my decks, at least one of them, dude. Like, if you could put the card that you pick up from the discard pile back in your hand, now that would be actually useful. Compared to Plus Power Plus Power is like the shittiest version of Muscle Band you're ever gonna see in your life. Like,
well, it was good back in like the Heart Gold Soul Silver.
But back in the day.
Yeah, but that's when like HP mattered. I mean, like now all these HPs are in the 160s, 180s, and stuff like that. Back then,
now it's completely irrelevant.
Yeah.
Now 10 extra damage isn't going to do shit to anything.
Like full heal.
I
used to try to at least run 1 full heal in all my decks, but then you got these Pokemon like Virizion that you don't even need to run a full heal. You can save your whole team just by putting a grass energy on them. So
yeah, no one should ever play full heal.
No, the only heal card you should play is Max Potion.
Yeah,
indeed.
No, not even ever. These potions, they give you so much when you used to open packs. Like, if I see another one of these potions, I'm gonna shoot somebody because.
In those new Dusknoir decks, Pokemon Center Lady actually is not too bad because you move all the damage off, and if you don't really need to draw anything else, you just play a Pokemon Center Lady. There goes, all the damage off.
Right. And I mean, we have item draw too now.
Right.
But
so.
I still can't justify that using my supporter spot.
No, exactly. It's like Charon.
Right.
Oh, I just noticed.
I recently played
Yeah.
I recently just played in a tournament where somebody ran 4 Pokemon Center Lady. It is highly annoying.
No, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah. It's annoying, but it's so slow. Like, you have to have a deck that can swing.
Yeah.
Without draw, basically, and that doesn't exist right now. So
yeah. So
these are the first 2 sets in Black and White base. They did not include a tool card or was it tool card attachment cards. Neither one of these sets.
Nope.
And both sets had in total 3 supporters. So these were like the beginning of the supporters of the sets. What did Bianca do again? Draw till 5 or something like that? Draw till 6.
Yeah, draw
to 6.
5.
So it's Shauna,
6,
right?
Yep,
Shauna from
6.
X and Y?
Yep.
No,
Shauna
use shuffle and draw.
Oh, okay. Shauna's shuffle and draw?
Yeah, shuffle.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, she's like Oak's new theory.
Oh, that's my... I gotta start using her.
Card.
I like her, dude.
Yeah, I use her instead of Chorus in a lot of decks now just because, you're not filling up your bench as much as you used to. So.
Yeah, because Landorus.
Right. Darkrai, too. Darkrai was a bench shitter. I used to fuck you up on the bench.
Used to.
Genocide.
Well, I mean...
Yeah, used to.
But, I mean, with the fighting types now, Darkrai is a little bit...
Right.
It's unfortunate because Darkrai is such a fun card to use, but... When I can knock you out on my first turn and you don't even have a chance, especially now that Dark Patch is gone, it's just...
Right.
I just realized we skipped over a card as far as playability goes that we should not have skipped over.
From where?
From Emerging Powers.
Gothitelle?
Gothitelle.
Oh my
yes.
gosh. this card.
How did we miss Gothitelle?
We got a little sidetracked.
Didn't this win Worlds in 2013 or 2012? Or it was Excelgor in this?
Excelgor Gothitelle.
Yep, Excelgor Gothitelle.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it won this year. In the juniors, I believe.
It was annoying as hell to play against, man.
Yeah.
And back when I started like really playing I started playing the TCG a lot when Mega Magnezone was a thing. I just loved using that deck. And I kind of took away from it because I was black and white, which is so disgusting. And then I started like picking up again back when like Dragon's Exalted coming out because I really like using Terrakion EX.
I like the Reshibor. That was
Reshibor was good.
That made Embor a lot more. I mean, Embor was always going to be playable in a fire deck, but when they brought that Rayquaza EX, I mean, he really shined. Yep. He really did shine in black and white there.
I was a Ray Eels guy.
I mean, Ray Eels. I don't want to talk about that deck.
That was my bread and butter back in the day.
Yeah, we'll be seeing plenty of it in day 2 of these major tournaments. So I'll tell you that.
Yep.
It's gonna be Ray Eels. Yep, it's gonna be Ray Eels and decks built to counter Ray Eels. That's it.
Right, exactly. Yep. I got Ray Eels with beaches for my day 2 deck. So
we talked about that.
Talking about filler cards. What about Emoga in this set? Some Emogas we've seen not too bad, but this Emoga was terrible. The attacks are terrible. The HP is terrible. Yeah. You would never play this card.
I think
it's bad.
I mean, the only good Emoga was the Call for Family when you could actually
and they made that into a full art, which made sense.
Yeah, I still play a couple of copies of that in my deck now. So, free retreat, resistance to fighting right now. It's a good card to have in your deck right now.
Yeah, especially if you have a deck that evolves.
Yeah,
basically. A powerful attack for otherwise kind of crappy Pokemon. And if you don't care about him, I mean, able to do Final Gambit for 80, yeah, you're going to probably knock yourself out, but 80 damage is 80 damage.
Back then, yeah, it was probably good. Now with Tino.
Yeah, now, no.
Now, no.
Basculin with a muscle band knocks out Landorus EX.
There you go. we broke the meta.
See, all right, so with going over black and white,
I still take Lander.
Some of these cards, I mean, we talk a lot of shit about black and white and emergent powers, but some of these cards were so good that they brought them back into Legendary Treasures, which reprinted a lot of sets. So we have Embor.
And Next Destinies.
Yes, Embor. We have, who else got reprinted? Gothitelle was reprinted.
Zoroark
was reprinted.
Yep.
No, Zoroark's. It was the bad Zoroark. Yeah.
Zoroark was reprinted in Next Destinies as a secret rare.
Yes. Yeah,
it was a secret rare. It was also black and white promo number 9.
Superior.
Not the foul play one, though.
Yes, Superior was in Radiant Collection, right? The Royal Hill Superior.
He was in Radiant Collection. He was also reprinted, I think, in Dragon's Exalted as a secret rare.
Yes, you're right.
Yep, he was.
Gothitelle.
Terrakion got reprinted.
Secret rare, right?
As a secret rare? No.
No, set. It was set.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Inside of Legendary.
Reshiram and Zekrom, the Outrage and Blue Flare Bolt.
They got the gold full arts.
Yeah, they were reprinted thousands of times, so.
Yeah, a lot.
They got the gold full arts. They got the 2 full arts here. They got the 2 cards in the set. They have the actual 2 reprints inside of Legendary Treasures where like Reshiram looks like this tribal or some kind of like Mayan ruin type thing.
Reuniclus was reprinted as a secret rare.
Yep, Dragon Exalt.
So I mean,
was this the Crocodile? This was the Crocodile that was reprinted. It sucked, but it was reprinted. So,
is this the Crocodile that was reprinted?
Yeah.
Which one? The Emergent Powers or the black and white base?
Black and white base.
Yep.
Doo-doo butter, man. Like goodness gracious. I mean, the sets had some good. They had some bad. But they were the beginning. I mean, this is where we started off. And when we get into the next set, we're going to see they increase the amount of ultra rares.
Full art supporters make their first appearance.
Yes, and it's probably the most expensive full art supporter you're going to find because of how broken it is. I still think N is broken. Some people say it's not broken. It's just a good utility. That shit is broken.
It's your only way your only offensive or defensive way to control your opponent right now, besides the new cards that are coming out.
It's the only way to extend your life in a game.
Yep. That's a game changer. You can literally have one prize card, things about to change, and you can screw somebody up with that. And like, Crushing Hammer, Enhanced Hammer, something else. And combinations are unreal if you pull something good. Used to use an N, get a Pokemon catcher, get some searches, some switches, whatever you needed to switch up your board and his board. I mean, game changer right there.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that in the next one. Because, Noble Victories had some good cards, but there was also some
so
Stunfisk made its
crap
experience.
Do we want to keep doing two sets in a series, or do you want after these? Because these two were pretty slim. They didn't have too many ultra rares to talk about and stuff like that. But I mean,
hey, I mean, you know what? We're talking about it. If you guys want to move on to Noble Victories right now, we can do that. It depends on how long you guys want to make the video. I'm sure they're having fun listening to this. So, you guys are having fun listening to us banter. Comment down below. Let us know you like it. So,
yeah. I mean, how long is it right now?
It's at about 41 minutes right now.
We could spend the next 10 minutes. It doesn't. I mean,
just kind of like a preview.
Well, we can skim. How about we skim through Noble Victories? We won't talk about it. We'll talk about what points we're gonna talk about. I guess we can say give a foreshadowing of what's gonna come inside the next set. So,
all right. So let's foreshadow Electric and N. All right.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep, there you go.
Oh, you got that nice
Fliptini.
Terrakion full
Don't
art.
forget about Fliptini.
Yeah, Fliptini.
Terrakion. Yeah, Terrakion was very good.
Got all of them Victinis.
Fliptini.
This
Super Rod.
This Hydreigon was reprinted, wasn't it?
Hey, let's talk about Durant for a second.
Let's look at Durant.
Devour.
Oh, Devour. Yeah, that was annoying. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
I just remember playing that. I mean, I never lost to it, but it was just annoying.
Oh, guys, guess who makes an appearance? Simisear and Pansear. Oh my gosh. We really wanted them again.
I am shocked.
3 sets back to back. It's horrible.
Yeah, Simisage didn't get any love in here.
Well, and to follow up the Reshiram and Zekrom, you got the Outrage Kyurem here as well.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
my
thing.
favorite.
Yeah, Glaciate Kyurem.
My favorite artwork in the entire set and no, not full arts or anything like that, is the Victini Hollow number 15 out of 101. The V-Create Victini. I love how that Hollow shines in person. It's one of my favorite cards in the entire set.
I played that in radios for a long time whenever metal was a thing. So
if you're feeling lucky,
saved me a lot.
Yeah. If you were feeling lucky, that number 43 Victini V-Blast 120, she flipped 2 heads though.
Yeah, that was
true.
Yeah.
1 psychic energy.
The Curse Drop Chandelure made its first appearance.
Yep.
But you can combine that Victini with a Fliptini, right? You have one of these. Put 3 Fliptinis.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, for Fliptini, did you get to do that for each Victory Star Victini you had on your bench, or just for one?
No, it's stacked.
It's stacked?
I believe it's stacked. It does.
Wait a minute.
Nope, once during your turn.
Right. So it didn't.
But is that per card?
No, I don't think they stack. Pretty sure they don't.
Either way, you don't want to fill up your bench with a ton of victory.
Yeah, you're right about that.
You can't use more than 1 Victory Star ability each turn. Says right on the card.
Where? Oh, okay, I see it. Yeah, you're right.
All right, so we got the end to talk about. We have Super Rod. Super Rod was a really good card to have.
Definitely.
The new full arts, the secret rare that they added, which was Meowth. They did add the secret rare Meowth. And there's a bunch of playable cards in the set. I mean, I actually liked the Conkeldurr from the set. For each fighting energy you put on him, he got 20 more HP, and then you had to use 4 fighting energies to actually attack with him. I thought it was... I used it on the PTCGO when they were giving out the free fighting decks, like the basic fighting, whatever it was. I used that card, and it was pretty boss. I mean, I wouldn't use it in a competitive setting, but if you're playing with your friends and stuff, it's actually not a bad card to use.
Oh yeah, I mean there's a lot of good cards in this set. I mean we have if you want to play a rogue deck, Round makes its first appearance with Seismitoad. Like I said, we got the Kyurem. Obviously, Electric is there, and all the Victinis. Even the Cryogonal to counter the Terrakions that are also in the set. The annoying ass Durant. There's just so many. Noble Victories is what really turned it around, but. We'll definitely talk about that in next week's episode.
Yeah, they introduced Kyurem in this set too, so we're gonna talk about that. How he got his final outrage brought in, I guess you could say. Like the other two had the outrage, and then he got his.
Yeah, he was outraged, and every other one was in there, so he decided to come in too.
So yeah, I mean,
we also had our only fighting type Golurk from this. It was terrible, but it was our only fighting type Golurk that we had.
Now that you mentioned it, I never realized that.
Yep, every other Golurk has been Psychic Texans.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh yeah, how about Archeops? Well, we forgot about they got Archeops too, not being able to evolve.
Yeah, but the thing is, I mean, it's a fossil Pokemon, so
It's a fossil.
Exactly. Yeah, but there was a deck though. We got Pyro Archeops for a little while.
yeah, that was a thing.
I mean,
but-
can Archeops be powered up now with Fossil Researcher in any way? I mean, you put
No,
no.
Well, it's
you can only
rotated
use
it's
it
stuff.
for
only-
Tyrunt and Amora.
Are you serious?
Right, and
What
that's-
were they thinking? Like, they're not the only fossil type cards. Like, why would they even think that was cool?
Well, Aurorus sucks, but Tyrantrum isn't
It has
terrible.
potential. We
Nah.
just need more fitting or more support for him. I mean,
You just need a way to get it out. But with with all these fighting support, with Tyrantrum being a fighting type in the set, it's a good card, but it's just impossible to get out.
this Chandelure, is this the reprint secret rare one or no?
Yes. No, let me look.
Put 3 damage.
I believe so.
So
I think it was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So for next week's episode, we have a lot to talk about in Noble Victories, a lot more than we could, because we did stray off Black and White and Emerging Powers a lot, but there was really not much to talk about them. So for Noble Victories, we're gonna have a handful and a bunch.
Yeah,
of great
we're gonna move on to
conversations.
Noble. Yeah, not only Noble Victories, but we're gonna do Next Destinies too, because we're gonna try and keep it, at least 2 sets for now. And we'll I mean, there's plenty of sets, so even when we do eventually run out of sets, we'll still have plenty to talk about. But we'll definitely, so we'll do Noble Victories, which is the set that kind of saved Black and White at the time because it was just awful up until that point. And then Next Destinies, which brought back EX cards from the grave, which was awesome. So we got Mewtwo EX.
With a big splash of color and 3D aspects of it. I mean, some of the cards in EX now, they really look like they're coming out of the card. Back then, it was just like a regular hollow, shiny borders. So, they did a good job on the new EXs. I mean, step up from the Primes, too. Primes are cool, but they were just like, I don't know, they were just like EXs back then.
Primes were the most common ultra rares ever created.
Yeah, you're right about that.
They really were.
I mean, they were still boss, but...
I mean, Primes and the full arts from Black and White base are probably the most common. I pulled Zekrom and Reshiram like 12 times, and then the Thunderous and Tornadus like 12 times. Like, I had so many of them. I was giving them to my brother for free. Like, hey, put this in your collection.
Yeah, I literally had 3 9 pages full of Tornadus and Thunderous because I couldn't stop freaking pulling them, and I only have 3 Tornadus, 1 Thunderous, and 1 Landorus now because I gave them all away as extras in trades.
Right.
I just didn't want them, but I think that's gonna wrap it up for this episode before we continue because we can do this for hours.
Yes. Agreed.
We don't want to keep you guys too much longer unless you guys want us to. Then, you guys can let us know down below in the comment section.
Yeah, I agree.
But
let us know what is a fair or reasonable amount of time for you guys to actually sit there and listen. If you like it long, we'll do it long. If you like it short, we'll cut it down a bit. But
yeah, even if you think we talk too much in this video, let us know.
Yeah.
Or if
Definitely.
Angelo's not talking enough, so they're quiet, puts his point across sometimes. He's sleeping. He's like, I just got home from class.
He's mad because I didn't let him say hello in the beginning of the video.
No.
But
things are going to get a lot more interesting now with these later sets. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's not gonna stop.
No.
So that's gonna do it for this episode. Once again, I thank you all so much for watching. All of us at Team Sinnoh do. We hope you do. We hope you enjoyed this content. Something a little bit different. If you have differing opinions or the same opinions about certain cards from Emerging Powers and Black and White base set, please comment down below. We want to hear your opinions as well. They mean a lot to us, and we enjoy reading them. And we'll try to respond to as many as possible. For Water and Grass, there's KidsPTC.
peace out.
Pokemon Evolutionaries.
Take it easy, guys.
TeamBoosterBreak.
Thanks for watching.
Is that all you want to say, Angela?
No, I am still in shock I was remembered this time.
and HappyGengar as.
Stay awesome, guys.
All right, we'll see you all in the next video. Remember to give it a thumbs up. Let us know that you liked it. And like I said, comment down below with your feedback. We need it. We want it, and we must have it. So we'll see you all next time. I'm WaterandGrass, and for Team Sinnoh, we're out. Later.